Hey, good afternoon. My name is Red Square. Today I'm going to talk about what is the best calligraphy. What is the best calligraphy? It's a tough question because when you search online, or when I search online, I could not find anybody talk about this. Because calligraphy is a fine art that it's hard for many people to identify based on number of facts. One is it is so abstract yet it's so sophisticated. It's so simple yet it's so complicated. It is through the line that express the divine beauty. It is through basically mostly commonly traditionally it's based on two colors, which is black and white paper, black ink, to express the depths of art, the depths of the creation, the depths of thoughts, the depths of the spirit. And in addition of that, in China we also have many kinds of calligraphy, and most of the calligraphy people practice, or in the tradition, it's for the purpose of reading, the purpose of especially in the tradition in the past, writing poems, to just write, to record, since at the time there was no iPhone. So basically almost all the intellectuals, they write calligraphy, write letters, love letters, just common letters, the whole calligraphy. That's why many other leaders, the calligraphy, they are extremely expressive, because when the person in line with the will and the expression of the strokes in their hands are real, are free, are expressive. So the best calligraphy we cannot frame as certain a particularly exact, precise way to give a definition. However, the best calligraphy is the calligraphy that it sings like a music. It sings the moment of the energy. It sings the heart of calligrapher. It sings the musicality of the artist's being, the musicality of the state. It is like a landscape. You see, or like a mirror, you see the artist, the inner being, the deepest sense. It reflects the true essence of the artist. It manifests the energy of the moment, the divine beauty. It's just nude. Nothing you can hide. You cannot hide in calligraphy. Each stroke really shows what is inside of the calligrapher. So the best calligraphy, it shows the highest sense, the pure heart of the calligrapher. And the best calligraphy, it in general has the attributes of three elements. First, the uniqueness, the distinguished blueprint. What I'm saying is, every person is distinctive. Every moment is distinctive. Every calligrapher is one of kind. If you're real, if you are sincere, if you're honest, if you are allowed the moment to embrace your brush, if you allow the moment to let you go and allow the energy carries your brush to paint your calligraphy, then that calligraphy it expresses the uniqueness of itself. So the best calligraphy, it has its own expression that it cannot be repeated, it cannot be copied. Just like Grandmaster Wang Xizhi's 19 Shi. Nobody can copy exactly the way it is. Nobody, even including himself. Maybe from outside it looks similar, but not the energy, the essence, the spirit is not the same. It's impossible to be same. I say it's impossible because every feeling of each individual, every moment, when you pass, it's past. It cannot be rewind. It cannot be repeated. And also that moment, it cannot be arranged. It cannot be curated. It has to be real. It has to flow. Like time itself, like water. It flows. Sometimes we're angry. And we have something inside. That feeling stuck inside. And when the moment is there, we express with anger, it flushes out, it gushes out, and that energy, if you hold it inside, that moment, if you bury it inside of your heart, you don't let it go, and you hold that anger, and then you see this person again, and something this person made you angry again, you hold it in your heart again, and not so on and so on. You just tolerate because you feel like tolerance is the beauty of human being, and you want to display that quality. So you let that anger to roll like huge ball until the moment you explode it, and that explosion is real. That explosion, you cannot do it again because you holding that emotion so long. When you explode, it is the real that speaks, and it is so fucking. There's no other word expressed, but that's real. There's no any fake. There's no any pretending. It's just real emotion about how you feel about this particular thing, and also how long you have been holding that emotion, so that ball you have been holding, that fire you have been holding, when you giving it out, is just real. That's why we use different tools to stimulate our feelings, our mind, and to express that sensation. So that anger you're exploding, that explosion is the calligraphy I'm talking about. That is real, it's distinctive, and of course I didn't mean to. Calligraphy has to be angry to have that explosion. My point is that particular kind of sensation, that sentiment, that emotion has to be real, and that realness of the emotion makes the calligraphy distinctive. I love Huai Su's calligraphy because it expressed the freedom of his feeling, the liberty, the trust, the reason he was able to capture that freedom because he allowed himself to let it go. He was using the alcohol as a medium to to give him space, to in touch with himself, to in line with his will, to express what is inside of him. So when he expresses, it is grand, because he touches the deep sense of himself. So that's why his expression is him, only him, nothing else, no one else but him, and he starts feeling. So go back to uniqueness. That's why the 19 Shi cannot be repeated. And again, Zhang Shi's one of his famous pieces is about his stomach pain. When he was in the pain, he write calligraphy. So that expression is so expressive. The more he writes, as his pain goes deeper, and the more freedom is there, the more natural it becomes. That naturalness, it in line with his pain. So that calligraphy expressed the moment of his feeling. And that moment, I cannot repeat it again. That moment, when it is past, cannot repeat it. So that calligraphy on the paper is one of kind, it's distinctive, it's unique. And so the best calligraphy, it has that quality that it says the uniqueness of the moment, the uniqueness of that feeling. That's one element, the one attribute the best calligraphy contains. And another best calligraphy another attribute is the meaning, the intention, and intention of the writing. Of course, we all have emotions. Our emotion can be real, but if the way you deliver the calligraphy, there's no intention, and if the meaning is not delivered in the right way, and the calligraphy also is quicker, like dance. It's not smooth, like poetry. It's not smooth when you read it. You feel like something's lacking, and you just feel it. You cannot say, you don't know how to put into words, but you feel it inside in your heart. You feel like something is missing. Like sometimes we express our love to a lover, even though we feel like we're doing something for the lover. For example, like my mother, or like my father and the mother, their relationship. So I know they love each other, but the way my mother expressed his love to my father is very rough. It's very masculine, and in the form of let me give you a specific moment. My father is sick. My mother wants to ask him to see a doctor. My father feels like not the best moment. There's something more important for him to do. So he waited. And until the moment the sickness getting stronger, and he had no choices to go to see a doctor. Then my mother gets upset because she hurts. From her perspective, come on, I told you to see doctor, you don't see the doctor. Now you're getting worse, and now I'm in pain, you're in pain. What the fuck? So my mother will express this, hey, you don't know how to take care of yourself. I told you to see doctor, you don't see doctor. No, you're miserable. No, you show this to me, and no, you cannot function yourself. So my mother pissed off, and he expressed his anger to my father. So what I'm saying is, there's love in my mother. He could have changed different way. When my father's sick, he could have came to him. hey, I see you're not well. You really need to see doctor before it gets worse. Put everything down. Let's go to see doctor. Let me take you to see doctor. Let's go together. But that never happened to my mother. He said, she says it, you need to see doctor. My father said, no, not now. Then she drops it. And then when it gets worse, and she angers at him. What it says is, if the calligraphy delivers your love in that way, it's your emotion in that way, it's not the best calligraphy. The way it has to be expressed in the right way. The intention, attention. When we write a calligraphy, we have to have the gatherhood of emotions to control our emotions. What I'm saying is, it must delivers the meaning of the existence through intentional attention. So what is the intention? Really, truly intention. In this case, my mother's case, is she wants to express she's right. So her intention is to express she's right instead of to take care for my father. So as calligrapher, if our intention to really express our feeling instead of showing how good I am, how well I can write, how fast I can write, how slow I can write, and how much I know about the Chinese literature, about how much I can quote this grandmaster, this Buddhist and this Taoism, Tao Te Ching, how much I can quote, and how much I know. It's not about that. That's my experience. It's not about how much I know. Because when you write that way, in the stroke, it shows your arrogance. It does. My most recent piece, I wanted to show like how much I've changed, how real I have become. So when I get up and I exercise and I put my I mapped all my paper on my studio, I feel like I'm ready to write, because I feel like there's emotion in me. I want to write, and I feel like I'm ready, especially after my husband gets up, and I feel like, hey, I'm ready to write. So I'm just like, hey, let me show you, I'm really ready to write. My husband says, okay, go ahead, write. So I'm like, all right, boom, 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 I'm done. And my husband came, and he looked at it. He was quiet. Then he called everybody come to see. Hey, you guys see, what do you see? What do you see compared this calligraphy and the one she wrote last time, which is a few days ago? I had an emotion break about my mom. I wanted to use that energy to write, so I expressed that feeling in my paper. And it was very, very real. No arrogance, no. It was just my true feeling. I didn't want to like shout. I didn't want to punch someone. So I just want to write and I kind of put my emotion in a calm disposition, and so just control my heart and just write on the paper. It comes out exactly how I want it, because it comes out my sincerity of my heart, my expression, that's true deepest feeling of my heart. It's not about to be angry, not about to like what I was saying, not about to show how much I'm ready, how much I know, how much I'm good at it, but the true feeling of my inside. So when my husband called everybody to show my calligraphy, everybody can see the difference, but most of my family members could not tell why until he pointed out this one. It shows the arrogance. The one before was just sincere feeling. So when the calligraphy, the meaning, the true intention is not sincere, and it shows on the paper, and then the calligraphy, it shows the really the deep sense of intention. Even the moment the calligraphy doesn't know. I didn't know I was showing my arrogance. I just feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm strong. I feel like I'm really I can write. So instead of express my humanity, I expressed my eager to show. So what I'm saying is, the best calligraphy must delivers the true. No, let me re-say it. The best calligraphy requires the calligrapher has the purest intention. The intention must be pure. Then delivers with attention, with mindfulness, with consciousness, which means also has to be channeled your emotion, is calm disposition, and then with this meaning, and then what expressed on the paper is the true meaning of your heart as the face of the real. That's why it's divine beauty. That's why it touches people's heart. That's why it moves heart and it makes people cry. It's like beautiful landscape that it's supernatural, it's breathtaking. And the third attribute of the best calligraphy is it connects the first attributes and the second attributes. It shows the quality of the calligrapher. So in Chinese we say 字如其人,字如其人,字如其人,字 it means the character calligraphy. Obviously here it's calligraphy, the characters you write. 如 it means it's like it is. 其人 it means the calligrapher. So what you write is what you are. The third attributes can connect with the first and the second attributes, because the meaning of existence has to deliver in the process for self-knowing. What I mean is, when a calligrapher delivers the intention of the meaning on the paper, and that intention is from the process of knowing, and the calligraphy on the paper is the mirror of the calligrapher itself. Through reading your own calligraphy, you see the process of your own self-knowing. So the calligraphy, the art itself, is the meaning, is the vehicle for the calligrapher to refine themselves. So the calligraphy, the artwork itself, is a mirror first for calligraphy to see the true face, the true moment, where the state he is. Like the example I was giving you about my own calligraphy, the one I did Most recently, I told you it shows the face of arrogance because I was eager to show what I can do. And the one I did before, it shows the sincerity and my own heart because I was real into the moment. So it is really the calligraphy, not just you yourself everybody can see. Those who, because even though if sometimes you can articulate in words, but you can feel it. So it gives you a perfect reflection to see where you are. So when a best calligrapher knows how to use this, and through this as spiritual practice for self-knowing. Why is it important? Because when you know yourself, you know your calligraphy, you know why it's important for you, you know why you do calligraphy. When you know why you do calligraphy, that's also connected with the second point, that is the meaning is pure, the intention is pure. So the best calligrapher knows himself, herself, and it shows on the calligraphy. The best calligraphy, it shows the meaning in the knowing itself. So go back to my sample again. If I had known my state, I was in a state of ego and arrogance, I would stop myself first. I need to wait. This is not the right moment. So then I will give a moment to myself to let myself get out of that space. And then, because I know myself, right? I know myself, this is not the moment. I need to let this feeling go until I am feeling myself, truly self, which means I'm in touch with my humanity. It's my high beam, which is my soul, which is my pure intention. But this knowledge comes from the experience. This knowledge comes from self-knowing. So when I have this knowledge, which is through many practice in the past, of seeing many of my calligraphy, knowing that I did that before, like I had that experience, then I told myself, I'm not going to do that again. Because I already had that experience. I know that already. So next time when it comes, I will ask myself, okay, I need to control myself. Am I in a state of arrogance again? So that gives me a pause through this self-knowing. And then my calligraphy will display is not arrogance anymore. So the third attributes of calligraphy, the best calligraphy, it displays the process of self-knowing. It is very abstract concept, because it's not practiced by most of us. So it's not even the best. So this point is connect with the second point. I said, what you write is who you are. Who you are is what you write. There's no difference between you and what you write. What you write, it shows who you are. So the third point, the third attributes of the best calligraphy is you feel the perfection, you feel the divinity, you feel the beauty, simply feel this artist is real. It gives you that sensation because you feel it. The third attributes of the best calligraphy displays the refined quality of the calligrapher. You can see the person who writes. It makes you want to know this person. It calls you. The spirit is there in the calligraphy. Each line, it calls you. Each line is just so perfect. Each line is so natural. And it makes you feel like it's how you feel inside. It makes you feel like you know through your own essence because you feel it inside, and you feel so familiar. It expresses your own feelings that through the simple lines, and the way it flows is so natural. It's so like it flows like what you know, what you see, like the water flows, like landscape of the river, the road, it all like the life itself. It is just like the music, the musicality of being. It flows. It's so natural. It imagines how you feel. It's like you always know. It reflects the highest, the quality, the essence of the calligrapher. So it makes you know this person. It calls you want to know the calligrapher. And it makes you feel you. It reflects the essence of the calligrapher. So this is what I want to share today regarding what is the best calligraphy. Feel free to post your comments and ask questions. I would love to hear, and definitely I will be here to respond to you. And if you like it, please give me a thumb. And I'm looking forward to share more with you. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you. I wish you have a beautiful day.